doing, Chris?
All right, now, just got the brake caliper off and the pads off. Now we're fixing to take this hub out. Once I get this nut off, we can change out that bearing. Now, we gotta take the ball joints off, the tie rod in out, and this knuckle will be right out.
All right, so up until this point, all you've seen is mostly maintenance. One big thing we have to do is this rear pinion seal is leaking. It's not too terrible. We're gonna go ahead and change it out for maintaining the bike and everything. So we'll go right where your drive shaft hooks up. Completely new seal. He's gonna go ahead and start getting the rear pulled out. And we ought to be able to slide this thing back and work on that front.
All that come out the rear differential, people. That's drinking water right there.
Chris, I don't think we're in good shape, buddy. What you think?
I think we finna be in good shape.
Yeah, we got the new XPS fluid in there, would be good. All right, so we got the new bearing in the front. Carson's behind me working on that now. He's gonna get the front button up, and we're gonna go ahead and try to get the rear diff pulled out. That pinion bolt was something else. We didn't film that because, frankly, we struggled with it pretty hard. But we finally got it out, and now we're gonna watch Chris, and he's gonna show us how to pull this rear diff.
Should just be a good little tug. And there's the drive shaft.
Wiggle out of there. Yeah, it's a boy.
There we go.
We are good to go. We're gonna set it over here on our workbench, and then Chris is gonna get started pulling that front seal out so we can go and replace that. We'll be ready to stab that thing back in.
All right, people, we run into some issues. Issue number one. This is the old pinion seal. You see that? Take a good look. Memorize it. It's big and thick. Now look at the one I got sold. That does not look the same. If these two look the same to you, get your eyes checked immediately. You're gonna crash on the way home. Problem number two. See that right there? That don't look like a lot of play, but for a pinion, oh my God, you're finna wear the differential out. So now we need to break this differential apart and get a cone bearing for that pinion. Problem number three. The reason that pinion's wore out like that is because of this U-joint right here. I don't know if you can see that little bit of play. Get in real close right there.
Yeah, let me zoom in. Yeah, that is not good. That is,
you can see there's play, there's metal coming out. This is just not a good deal. You know, this U-joint wearing out led to that pinion bearing being wore out, and that led to the pinion seal leaking because it got lopsided on the inside. So next time, I gotta go get more parts, bust a differential apart, and hopefully we can get it all back together.
All right, so a lot of these problems, you can see they snowball on one another, which is why we were doing all this maintenance in the first place. We had a couple of oversights. Obviously didn't know it was wore out. Some of these things you don't know until you tear into it. So unfortunately, or more fortunately for you guys, we will probably be splitting this up into a part two because we got schedules and everything. Everybody's crazy. We all live 2 hours apart. So we're going to try and get back together as soon as we can, and we'll have a probably a part two, and maybe a little ripping on the Renegade as soon as we get it fixed, make sure everything's good to go. But with that, thank y'all.